the kids are back home for summer break, moms across the country are looking for creative ways to keep themselves productive over the next couple of months. So joining me now this morning with a few tips on how parents can stay on schedule is nationally recognized productivity expert and author of The Joy of Missing Out, Tanya Dalton. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
I know you have some great tips for moms who might already kind of be pulling their hair out because
right?
it's summer break.
I know. Well, this is the thing is, you know, summer happens and we're excited that summer's here, but then you think, now what? What do I do with these kids all summer long, and how do I still get my own things done?
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. So one of the things that you suggest is really setting up a morning routine, right?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot to be said for empowering our children. Here's the thing. Our kids are not born productive. None of us are born productive. So one of our jobs as parents is to teach our children how to be productive. And one of those things that really enables that is having them create a morning routine. And I say have them create it because you really want them to be involved in the process and have a say. So creating this morning routine for themselves gives them a little bit of structure, which we're lacking in the summer, right? Gives us a little bit of structure. And because they know what to work on next or what they need to do next, it allows mom to have a little bit of time for herself to get her own work done.
That's great. And one thing that you suggest is creating what you call a boredom box, right? And you brought a box with you today.
I brought an example. This is, you know, just an example right here. And I like to tell people the box doesn't have to be fancy. It could be an Amazon box. It could be a, you know, a box you have sitting around. But essentially, it's just a box that is big enough that you can put different items in. So what I like to do with this, and I started this idea because I was running my own business and having kids home, right?
You needed something to distract them.
I needed something to distract them. I needed them, and I wanted them to be independent. I think it's so important to instill independence in our children.
It is.
So having a boredom box where you fill it with different activities and items allows them to, first of all, be excited, right? It's the anticipation of opening up that box and getting excited. But then the activities inside are things they can do on their own. So you can put in puzzles, you can do crafts, there can be games. It's really ultimately up to you, but take some time. I say once every 3 months, take a little bit of time, walk through the aisles of the craft store or scroll through Pinterest, find some ideas and pop them into your boredom box. And then as needed, just pop something else in. And then on days where you don't know what to do, you pull it out.
And it's like a little treat for them.
It is. It just makes it a little bit easier for mom, especially on those days that feel a little more hectic.
Yeah. Now you have something else you call a drawing of the day that can also occupy kids' time. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so what I like to do is I like to give kids activities and things that entertain them. I used to be a teacher, so that whole thing with the summer months where they're not really working and working their brains, I think it really does affect them. So by having a little quiz of the day or a drawing of the day that you post up on the wall gives them something else to do, something else to occupy their mind and occupy them while you're getting your own work done. So I just go online, pull up those daily quizzes, and I just post them on the wall, usually at the bottom of the stairs where my kids come downstairs, you know, in the morning, and then they have all day to either solve the puzzle or do the drawing. And then the bonus is, at the end of the day, we come together as a family and we either talk about our answers to the quiz or we share our drawings that we worked on. So it really is a way to give them an activity, but pull us closer together as a family.
Yeah, great ideas. You can tell you were a teacher, that you've come up with these great ideas. Thank you so much, Tanya, for sharing some of those today. We appreciate you being here.